Hello everyone, Frogger here from Achievement Hunter, here to bring the next episode of Retroactive, where it is Fuck It Spooky Games Month. And this time we are tackling the awesome game known as Eternal Darkness: Sanity's Requiem. Eternal Darkness: Sanity's Requiem was developed by Silicon Knights and released for the Nintendo GameCube in June of 2002 in North America. The thing that's really awesome about Eternal Darkness is, although it shares some similarities to the older Resident Evil games, what this ends up being is more psychological than survival horror. You have a fairly decent amount of items so that you can survive, but what happens is that it's not really about surviving, it's more about keeping your sanity. Throughout the game, enemies, when they see you, they start to drain your sanity, and you start to see things. That's where the game becomes quite awesome. You'll see things like enemies that aren't there to the walls bleeding. That is really, really awesome. And that's where the whole messing with you thing comes from, and it ends up working out really, really well in this game. But enough about the mechanics. What we should actually be talking about is a story, because that's just as fucking awesome. Essentially, through the entirety of the game, you play as Alexandra Rovis, because the way that it works is hers is pretty much a frame story, and you play the individual levels as parts of chapters in the Tome of the Eternal Darkness. So you're pretty much playing her reading these chapters, and these chapters inside of the Tome of the Eternal Darkness are the people who've actually come in contact with the tome or the other things that are going on. As per usual, when it comes to these videos, I really don't want to dig too deeply into the story, because you really need to experience this game. The way the story is presented, the way that it's very large, and it's got multiple ways to replay it, because at one point in the game, you're playing as a man named Pius during the Roman times, and you have to pick a color. Now, those three colors that you pick, red, blue, green, they alter the way that the game is played. Pretty much you're like aligning with a god. And what happens is that it changes the way that the enemies drain your health, drain your sanity, doing all those things, and each playthrough is different because of that. Even the cutscenes are different because of that. So what ends up happening is that you've got essentially 3 playthroughs, and then you've got the full ending once you've done all 3. I love it when a game does that. Not just here, play the game 3 times, and now that you've beaten it the 3rd time, you get a different ending. What ends up happening is you have 3 distinctly different playthroughs, just the meat and potatoes of the gameplay are kind of the same. So as you've probably noticed throughout this entire thing, this game is pretty damn unique, and I would love to see more games like this. Now, what I would like to see done with this is, I would like to see this game redone. It would be done fantastically. I mean, Nintendo's got a new console coming out. Give us a new Eternal Darkness. Give us the same Eternal Darkness. Make it look nice and happy. That'd be fantastic. I'd play the crap out of that game again. This is a fun as hell game. Well, mostly the hell part, because it's a creepy game. So this thing being released outside of the Nintendo family is probably out of the question, which sucks, because this game is fantastic. We do not get games like this anymore. But if you would like to play this game right now, you can play it on a GameCube or a Wii. That's about it. This isn't available anywhere else, so there's that. Well, that's going to do it for us this week, and check back next time for more spooky games.